significant role in the health of a person's eyes and skin. Betterment reported its second quarter earnings more than doubled a year earlier. Doubled from a year earlier. 씨발, 이거 뭐야? Paleontologists found the momo of a 46-foot long crocodile skeletons remains 아니야? Skeletons remains? skeletons랑 remains 녹타 아니야? Skeletons paleontologist가 고생물학자야. Breyer's shares closed at $8.05, lower than our estimate of 8.4. Shares closed at considerably lower. 맞았고. Gelding Incorporation reported higher profits after Momo its plant overseas. After opening its plant overseas. Our accounting department has been instructed to issue a check to you, Momo, which you should be receiving within days. Instructed to issue a check to you. Our accounting department has been instructed to issue a check to you abruptly. 이게 갑작스럽게 이거 아닌가? Immediately? 네, immediately인데 within days로 받으면 어떡해? Following the launch of its new advertising campaign featuring celebrities, Ray-Bar sunglasses saw a rise in sales across the country. Chef Fabien Laroche uses only regional ingredients. Dear Sophia Kim, we are making a change to TY Fashion's return policy that will go into effect on October 25th. TY Fashion has always allowed customers to refund any unknown merchandise bought at tyfashion.com. However, we haven't allowed these exchanged items to be brought into any TY Fashion stores. Starting on October 25th, you can now your ordered products at any TY Fashion store. You can now return. Momo, please follow the cancellation procedures. You need to wrap the package as follows. Firstly, you should keep all of the original packing. Secondly, you need to bring the online order form with you. And lastly, products may only be returned within. Please take these steps when you make an order. Here are the return instructions you should follow. 이게 뭐지? TY Fashion's return policy that will go into effect. 효력이 발생되다. 표현이 있을까? Into effect. 효력이 발생. Go into effect. 효력이 발생되다. Where does Mr. Collins do his banking? What was Mr. Collins doing at the bank? Customer complaint form written by Gary Collins. Comments. I've banked with Nationwide in Washington for over 10 years, but I have never been to this particular location. Washington. in Washington for living into this particular. What is doing at the bank? I was my first time sending money abroad. Sending money abroad. 다음으로, what was Mr. Collins' main complaint? How does Mr. Collins describe the teller's behavior? As the teller was assisting me with my transaction, another customer started asking the teller questions. The teller responded and proceeded to help the customer with the transaction before he completed mine. Mm, mm. I do not know if this is standard policy and hope that it is not. Service unprofessional. I asked the teller to finish with me before helping the lady, but he asked me to wait and continued helping her. During this time, my accountant information ID and transaction details were all in plain sight of the other customer. I've never been treated in such unprofessional. Yes, let's go. According to the notice, what did the Blackbird Lofts do? Why was the notice written? Are you missing out on timely and useful information? Did you receive an email notifying you that the Blackbird Lofts office had many leftover units of annual flowers after the last Blackbird Lofts flower giveaway? Members of the Blackbird Lofts announcement list benefited from this information and were able to pick up extra flats of flowers to add to their garden beds. Announcement list members are also notified about last minute event cancellations and much more. Gave away flowers. I was still noticing. To join, send an email. I'll request to be added to this list. More people. I'll check the regulate on it. Mailing service 이지랄. Oh, 씨발. What is the meeting about? Where did Mr. Simmons go? What should project managers expect? There will be a meeting tomorrow morning at 9 to discuss the progress of your project. Since I've been away in Berlin for a week, I'd like to know how much each team has done. Please do not be late, as we have a busy schedule ahead of us. Expect to be in a long meeting that could last through lunch. Progress of projects. Berlin 해갖고. What should project managers expect? A long meeting. Yes. Lego. Okay, 마지막. What does Miss Castillo do? What does Miss Castillo request? Okay. To whom it may concern. I'm opening a new restaurant and would like to advertise on a billboard. Would you please send me a list of locations that are available? I would also like information on what I need to do to make that feed. 이게 뭐야? I'm not sure if I will hire a designer, but if I do, what file format is needed? He works for a construction firm. He designs billboard everything. Hey, I'm going to run a restaurant. request하는 거는 information about design fees, directions, and other places available for advertising. What reason is not given as a benefit of outdoor advertising? What does Mr. Davis offer? Thank you for your interest in advertising with Mullet. Outdoor advertising is a great way to build awareness, especially since you have a new business, enhance your image, and bring in new customers. Improve company image, attract new customers, build public awareness. 그런 마지막에 답이고. What does Mr. Davis offer? Since you are new to outdoor advertising, I would like to stop by your business and explain the services we offer. 그럼 to visit offer 하는 거겠고. Yes. Let's go. 씨발. 하기 싫어. 잠깐. 연결미. 얘 살짝 플레이. After reviewing proposals from 3 advertising firms, the band Wild Horses Axion Incorporation the rights to use their music. Horses granted. Applicants must meet the minimum for the positions to be considered. Must meet the minimum requirements for the position. A copy of the invoice for order 8945 has been mailed to address you provide. Will mail to the address you provide. Has been mailed. Employees are asked to track their progress toward attaining goal they have set. Attaining each goal. Employees are asked to track their progress toward attaining each goal they have set. No more knowledgeable about the proposed light rail line spoke at the June 5th public hearing. Officials knowledgeable about the proposed light rail line spoke. Many college graduates entering the work world think it is preferable to work for a smaller company. Entering the world think it is. Feel free to email me with whatever questions you have. The annual conference offers its members an opportunity to present information about their work. Under the leadership of CEO Frank Jackson, the company's profits have risen significantly in less than a year. The museum guard explained that we were walking in the right direction, but needed to go further. A handful of new employees were the ones who determined the success of the branch in the competition. The items you have requested arrives at a warehouse. We will ship once. The new regulations have created a formal burden of the Human Resources Department. Have created a heavy burden. The certification course consists of 7-day long training sessions. Please change your computer's password within the next 48 hours. 잠깐만 pause. Six. Babcock. 이름 씨발. Babcock Mayor Tom Trowbridge announced today in a press release that he has approved a proposal to upgrade and expand the city's zoo as approved for. The Babcock Zoo was built over 80 years ago, and many of its are showing their age of its original buildings are showing their age as they are in need of expensive repairs. In addition to repairing the oldest buildings, the $25 project will cover the costs of installing new heating and cooling systems in the reptile and amphibian house, constructing new enclosures for large mammals, and purchasing nearby houses. The latter will be demolished, enlarging the zoo's area and creating space for new exhibits, including one for an African rhino. Construction is set to begin on March 1st. The entire project is expected to be completed early next year. The city hopes to purchase additional animals such as pandas. Visitors are asked not to feed or some sections of the zoo will be temporarily closed while work is carried out. I am writing to confirm that order that you placed on our website. All of the items in the order for the set of long paint brushes were shipped from our warehouse. Your credit card has been rejected. Please confirm your mailing address. We appreciate your business. I need a copy of the invoice. Confirm your credit card is currently out of stock and has been placed back up on window. We estimate that we will receive it in 4 or to 6 days. Once the item arrives at our warehouse, we will ship it to you at no extra charge. If for some reason you no longer want, we appreciate your business. All of the items what is the purpose of the web page? According to the web page, what information is available to users on the online learning center? Search. 뭐 먹고? 아, Riverton Regional Hospital. What is the content? Offer training to healthcare workers to give health information to the general public. We believe that patient education. Our staff members make every effort to keep patients and their families informed. They may not be reproduced and or distributed for commercial. In addition, Riverton Regional Hospitals offers an online learning center to everyone to offer training to give health information to general public. 이게 답이 있고 넘어가. Would you like to learn more about a specific illness, a diagnosis test, or a medical procedure we discussed with your doctor? Perhaps you just want to know more about healthy eating or diets. Our online learning center offers medically accurate information about hundreds of health-related topics, including easy to understand language. The names of medical specialists available. The options for treating a medical condition. The warnings associated with certain drugs. 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 The So the cost for medical procedures at the hospital. Um, Notice, the Riverton Regional Hospital's online learning center is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Rather, it is a source of information that is intended to help users better understand health-related issues and more efficiently communicate with their healthcare providers. No, users should always consult with a qualified and licensed healthcare provider. With a healthcare professional. Uh, Users should always consult with a qualified licensed healthcare provider. Follow the advice of your provider regardless of anything read in the learning center. All content, including graphics, is provided for informational purposes and should not be used to self-diagnosis means copyrights in anyone copy to equal. The names of medical specialists available. The cost of medical procedures at the hospital would 어떻게 to options for treatment. 근데 medical specialist available 이게 틀렸다고 할 수가 없는 게 private physician 있잖아. 씨발. Learning associated with. 어, what is indicated about the training session? What is not requested by Mr. Singh? Center event services. And description of the event. We are holding a special annual training session for company representatives who have come to the capital from other provinces. We need a laptop, LCD projector, speakers, and internet access for the entire event. What is indicated for that? Who have come to the capital from other provinces. We need a laptop, LCD player. Hmm. Additional information and requests. Our guests are staying at Raja Hotel, which has agreed to transport our guests to your facilities. Could you kindly cooperate with the hotel's driver to ensure a timely arrival and departure? 나 이런 글이 존나 싫지. 음, when does the form have to be submitted? It's going to event 26, 4 weeks prior to our scheduled event. Okay. It is for hotel. Oh, 뭐뭐뭐뭐뭐 이래 또 빼고 세 페이스가 합쳐 아니 여기 데니스 아니잖아. It will take place at hotel. 음, our guests are staying at our hotel, which have agreed to transport our guests to your facilities. Could you kindly cooperate with the hotel's driver to ensure your timely arrival and departure? Oh, no. Oh. We are holding a special annual training. It was held last year. She got all chocolate. What is the purpose of the meeting? According to the email, what is Mr. Wilson asked to do? Dear Mr. Wilson, we'd like to remind you that you are scheduled to have your home's heating system inspected and cleaned by one of our trained technicians next week. Date, time, and service. Our technician may arrive at any time within the scheduled time frame. If for any reason the technician is running late, you will be contacted at the home phone number you have provided. To confirm an appointment, please be sure that you are present at the address during the entire scheduled time frame, as our technician will enter the home to service the system. Should you need to cancel or reschedule, kindly let us know at least 24 hours in advance to avoid a $25 cancellation fee. For scheduling, um, or canceling 2 days in advance. Or that be requesting additional service. For rescheduling, or canceling 2 days in advance. Pay at the time of service. From the schedule. When mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. 이게 조준 같은데? What is not mentioned as being on the magazine's website in the article? What is indicated about Mr. Eggers? House tour. This month's featured home is the mountain residence of Byron and Karen, designed by renowned architect Kelly. He has taken pictures for almost a couple higher panels and went to upgrade. And the kitchen and the living room. Greenwood takes you step by step through the process being started. Home technology. I'm a modern reviews. Some of the newest gadgets that systems for learning to make him automatic. Features of the print magazines plus expanded autobiographies, personal photographs, information about the writers, the prints picture project hotline, photo testing, and more. Additional photographs, release touch, use the resident project outline, photo testing, and more. In the article, what is indicated about Mr. Eggers? Eggers Common question. Yesterday, the National Association of Architectural Photographers awarded Gary Eggers its prestigious Golden Lens Award. Mr. Eggers, a native of Savory, has been photographing buildings, gardens, and landscapes for more than 27 years. Taking pictures for almost 3 decades. He has received multiple awards. He recently published a book of his work, a curated amazing exhibit. His work has appeared in dozens of publications, including the most recent issue of Stylish Home magazine, which featured his before and after photos of the renovation of an urban home. The Clemens Museum will host a special exhibit of his work. Mr. Eggers has generously agreed to speak at the opening on Friday, May 5th at 2 p.m. The special event is free and open to public. I wish to play. Robots. We host a special exhibit. Generously agreed. Dear Eggers, first of all, let me congratulate you on getting the recognition you surely deserve. One of the associates attended your talk yesterday and bought me a copy of the exhibit catalog. I wish I could have joined him. Your ability to capture the feel of interior space at the scale of building is amazing. 아, 진짜 지랄하네. Page or as drivers as most immediate or operate the catching screen conference as on to home almost and transform into a complete landscape. This feature form as one that is a prime and the human body provides something protection. Ceremony reveals some things that substance and skill into the third breath. She tries to appoint and activity every future appearance perform at there's something available to them. What is suggested about Miss Beckley? She's so except in tennis. Community scale size. What is indicated about the blue car? Good evening, everyone. How may I help you? I found a car for sale on the website. I want to see if it's still available. Is there no quotes for the vehicle is still there today? Yes, that's just the one. What is indicated about Joel Davis band? What is not mentioned about a telephone concerts? Tickets can be purchased by calling the Golden Theater. After a decade of playing the local scene, the rock group, the Joel Davis Band, has gained a global audience, having played in over 22 countries. Now, they are returning to their hometown for a show that fans will remember. Also, in their movie, country music group, they have won awards from work has been putting on comfortable on what is not mentioned about Pink Elephant concerts. Also, in the job lesson, it most likely promotes local brand. And has been putting on to earn money. It holds events with different events. It was established by Mr. Edison. How can fans purchase tickets to each other? This is personal songwriter Emily being attached to a country to work with his wife and they purchase a label on the website. What is indicated about national focus mapping, but is not included in the word letter. As a subscriber to the National Focus magazine, you'll value investigative journalism, relevant analysis, and insightful commentary. That's why we want to hear from you. We are among the most respected independent public polling firms in the nation. The editors of National Focus contacted us to conduct a survey on their behalf. The enclosed survey asks about your opinion on a variety of topics. After completing the survey, please return it in the enclosed prepaid envelope. To thank you for the participation, we have included a National Focus refrigerator magnet Tesla. Really interested in making that conducts its own first. That's why we want to hear from you. We are among the most effective independent public owned companies. Editors of National Focus contacted us to set up the survey in the Bengal survey asks about your opinion for an envelope survey method. Offers and some you can survey the tenant and you can speak. What is indicated about panel? Nautical regulars and parliamentary as close to detail. The owner of the popular Sunrise Bakery recently announced her plans to open her first cyber location on October 5th. Clark opened the first bakery 9 years ago, and the Pennsylvania neighborhood has seen her business more than double over the past 5 years. The new bakery will occupy a former mill in Italy. I fell in love with the mill the first time I saw it, said Clark, but it was the fervent community of artists that convinced me to open a business there. It had been in the home for the school. I have plans to move there. Work plans to support local artists by creating a space for them to display and sell their work in a new bakery. In addition, she has partnered with two local businesses and will offer their coffee and tea and a mini bakery. Once up and running, the bakery is expected to host performances. One bakery has locations in Poland and Copenhagen. The land will then walking soon. When I'm not working, I try to stop and for some coffee, spend time with the simple human body. Is the phone for according to the article, what is mentioned about red chalk posters? Why did Mr. Bennett want right to Miss Park? I Claire. The kitchen is finally open around me. I started training the kitchen staff today. I'll do the same for the cashiers tomorrow. Fortunately, the contractor found a problem with the building electrical wiring and affects the indoor and outdoor lighting. It does not pose a safety issue, but he said it needs to be taken care of before the opening can commence. Good news is that it can easily be repaired. Contractor had to place a special order for some parts. As soon as they will arrive is the 18th. Mm, mm, so it's copy will be saved. The place an order to announce the claims to reports on preventions improvement. What is suggested about normally preparing working? Will offer outdoor settings for customers. Will only be open during like hours. It will need additional kitchen stuff. But will help to open right at that point. Oh,